If you guys are looking for any cheap and reliable FUT 21 coins, make sure to head over to u7buy.com. They sell the cheapest coins and also sell players off their website. So make sure to use code MUZ for 5% off at checkout, link in the description. Yes lads, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we have got a very cheap Premier League starter squad. I feel like a lot of people are overlooking a lot of these cards. I've not actually seen many people talking about a lot of these cards, mainly because the Serie A looks incredible for starter cards, La Liga does, and I've just had a look at the Premier League, some like lower rated, like the 77s, the 78s, and there's actually some pretty undercover players that are very good, and I'm hoping they're not going to be as expensive because people are going to go Serie A this year, I think, and La Liga with how good it looks. So we've got a cheap team. I'm hoping it's going to be around 20-30k, maximum like 40k maximum at the very maximum, but it should be around 20-30k, which is decent. So just before I do begin, if you guys could drop a like, that'd be appreciated. We'll aim for 50 likes, and subscribe if you want any more. I'll probably do a lot of squad builders if you want them, so just let me know down in the comments. So there's obviously a lot of options. I'm going to give you some alternate options as well, but we'll start off with the formation. We're going to go with just a standard 4-1-2-1-2. You can change to whatever you want in game, but it's just a very standard formation. You've got your wide players, full-backs, bit of everything. So in goal, we're going to start off with Melier. And I'm actually on the FIFA 20 squad builder. Apologies. Let me quickly change to the 22. Right, so Melier in goal. 77 Melier looks just solid in net. Let's change formation back to 4-1-2-1-2. So Melier looks decent. He's got good reflexes. Just a pretty well-rounded goalkeeper. Should be fairly cheap. If you do need any other goalkeeper, just go from. I mean, goalkeepers are goalkeepers. It's not the best really. Right, these two centre backs. I've not seen anyone talking about these. So Konsa looks incredible. 77 pace. Just a well-rounded card. Quite good dribbling as well for a centre back. Not that it matters massively. And also Fofana. So these two look absolutely sick. There are some alternates. I'll give you the alternates in a second. I was having a look at Tyrone Mings as well. He looks pretty good because he's got quite a bit of pace this year, Tyrone Mings, which surprised me. But Fofana and Konsa look like a great partnership. And even if you wanted to do a hybrid, I like this link, this Melier to Fofana link. Just a solid little French start link. So that's the three we're going to start with. On the left-hand side, we're going to go with Junior Firpo. You could go with James Justin here, the left wing back from Leicester, but he looks pretty bad. Like Firpo looks at least pretty well rounded in the 70 stats. James Justin had like low 70s and like high 60s. He didn't look the best, especially defensively. Right back, we've got Matty Cash, 81 pace. Just he's got a bit of pace. Doesn't look the greatest, but with starter cards you can't have everything. So you got a nice perfect link there. Not that it matters, but happy days. Into DM. So I was having a look at DM for quite a while. I had a look at Basuma. Basuma's card actually looks pretty sick this FIFA, but his work rates are absolutely garbage. He's got high-low work rates, high attacking, low defensive, and you don't want that. So we're not going to go with Basuma, who does look pretty well-rounded. If he had good work rates, I'd probably put him in. We've actually got the newly transferred Sumara, or Suma, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, who looks very good. With a shadow on him, I'll definitely boost his pace up a bit and boost his defending. Decent dribbling, decent passing, and very nice physicals for the start of the game. It just looks like a solid DM, and he does have low work rates, which is a little bit weird, so I don't know how that's going to work, Sumara. But I've got a few alternates as well. At the end of the video, I'll give you the alternates. Left hand side is very interesting. We have got a newly upgraded Pedro Neto, who does have 4-star this year. He should have incredible agility and balance. I know he's got quite low dribbling. That might be like low reactions, which is a shame, or low composure, I'm not sure, but his agility and balance should be really good. Same with his dribbling, because in real life he's very good on the ball, and he's quick and okay finishing as well. So a solid wide player. I've actually got the wrong formation. There we go. So Neto on the left. On the right, we have got Dan James. I don't really need to speak. Just pace. That's all you need. Cam looks very nice. Lingard, 4-star skills. He can do the job. Did have a downgrade. Did he have a downgrade? I think he had a downgrade. I can't think of what he was last FIFA, but very solid starter card. Should have a decent agility and balance. And then the two up front. This is down to preference, how your play style is. So if you want a big target man, you can have one. Watkins is looking at the best cheap striker. He's got, I think, the most pace for a cheap card. So Watkins, he was quite good at the start of last FIFA as well, and he had less pace last FIFA. And we've gone with Antonio. I'll never be able to look at this guy again after that guy on TikTok, man. If you watch his TikToks, you know. But I'll never be able to say his name and think of Antonio normally. But Antonio up top, bit of a target man. I don't know what exactly his weak foot and skill moves are. 4-star skills. Pretty just average dribbling. I think he'll have a stocky body type, so he's not going to be perfect, but he should be just a solid starter card. Actually, okay finishing for the start. So that is the team we've gone with. Let me give you the alternates. I've been looking on the right because I've already built this team. So here's some alternates. So for DM, you've got Sissoko, who is the best option, but he's going to be expensive. I wanted to give you affordable ones. There is Basuma, like I've already mentioned, but his work rates are garbage. So there's some DM options. Tyrone Mings actually looks pretty decent. I don't know if he's... Oh, that's last FIFA's card, I was going to say. Oh, God. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Don't go with Tyrone Mings. Look at that acceleration. I've got a feeling they've done this with a lot of centre-backs. So when you look at their base card, you're like, oh, 72 pace. You click on and that acceleration, that kills his card massively. But we've got Vlasic, who does have 5-star weak foot. It looks incredible. So he might be, if he's cheaper than Lingard, I'd maybe even go with Vlasic. Sar's a good option. Very similar to James. Very similar to James, actually. If you do want a 4-star skill option as well, go with him over James, because James does not have 4-star. You got Callum Wilson, who had a pace downgrade, but not massively different to Antonio. So if you want Wilson instead, happy days. Calvert-Lewin's more of a target man option, but he's quite quick as well. He's not too bad. I think he's 3-star, yeah. Not my kind of striker, but a lot of people like him. We've got Decore, who looks incredible. More of a box-to-box. He's not really an out-and-out DM. He has got high work rates. It's 3-star, but this guy's always very, very good. This actually is, it defaults to the FIFA 21 version, but high work rates. Just a solid card. I remember using this guy last year, and he was pretty decent. When the pace difference is not too bad, it's usable. But when you've got like 62 acceleration, like Mings, it's ridiculous. Davinson Sanchez, a very solid option. I think he'll be more expensive than these two. I really do, because he's got the link to Romero as well, the new centre back. So I think Sanchez will be expensive. But if you want a more of a expensive route, then there's Sanchez. Rodrigo defaulted as a cam, but he could play up front quite easily. He will be a little bit more expensive, I think, maybe like around the 10k mark for Rodrigo. But he's a very solid option. And then Rashika, newly transferred to Norwich. Could play him at cam, could play him up front. What is he skill moves wise? Oh, he's 4-star. That is actually a nice starter card. And that is last FIFA's card again. But he's 4-star anyway. High-low work rates. That's a decent looking card. Very nice agility. Very nice dribbling as well. As a cam, or even a striker, that I might actually prefer, for my kind of striker, I might actually prefer him over like Antonio and players like that. I think I'd rather go with that, to be fair. That's actually decent. And then Greenwood, shocking card this FIFA. Should have a much better card, really. Does have 5-star weak foot, which is his only upside. How this guy, he should have like 84 finishing at least. Am I being a bit... Oh god, this is wrong card again. They've downgraded his finishing. How on earth have they downgraded his finishing? What about his shot power? So they've upgraded his shot... Bro, these upgrades and downgrades are so weird. So they've downgraded his finishing. No clue how. Very good finisher. I was going to say he should have like around 83, 84 finishing in my opinion. Very good finisher in real life. His card's just so average. I suppose it is a starter card, so you could potentially still use it. It's still okay for a starter card. For a wide player, I'm not a massive fan. Them dribbling stats are very average. But it does have 5-star weak foot, so if you want someone with a 5-star weak foot or wide, you can use him. So that is the team, boys. Let me know your price prediction for this team. I think... I'd imagine maybe Fofana's the most expensive in this team, but I think a lot of it's going to be quite cheap. And it's very easy to get coins. Like, people forget, it's very, very easy to get coins, so you'll be quickly past this team. So this is like a day 1, day 2, day 3 team. I think after a week, you could quite easily start building onto your next players like Sissoko and players like that. Because Sissoko's definitely going to be meta again. If we go to his FUT 22, because he's got the work rates, low high work rates. I think he might be a little bit slower this year, I'm not sure. I'd definitely put a pace upgrade on him. I think his shadow is absolutely perfect for this card, but a very meta card. He's going to be very good again. Being 6 foot, what is he, 6'4" or something. Solid card, boys. So that is the 30k team, we'll call it. I think it's pretty cheap. So let me know your thoughts down below, boys. If you guys could drop a like, that'd be appreciated. Drop sub if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.